It's Saturday morning and the lorry is all ready. I'm just going to try and load Tess now. We are going to Fair Oak Grange to try and get our next pet plan score. Going on my own and driving a lorry, which I haven't done very often. So I'm feeling, I'd say, much more nervous than normal because I'm worried about the test, and then I'm also worried about the getting there and the loading on the way back and having everything ready on my own, not having anyone to ask. So yeah, probably quite a lot of challenges this morning, but we will see how we go. So we've arrived at Fair Oak Grange. I have just been and paid for my entry because I did a late entry, and so I had to pay in cash. So I've just left Tess in the lorry and she was kicking a bit, but never mind. But we made it on our own. I drove like a granny, so I'm so sorry everybody about that was stuck behind me. Update you all in a bit. So one of the first problems we've encountered is that the lovely new lorry that I've hired has no tie rings, which makes it really difficult if you've come on your own like we have, because I can't tie her up and she just now wants to eat grass while I'm doing everything. And I found a stain on her side that I hadn't seen, and I just had to wash her off, so she's now soaking wet on one side. Yay! She's lovely, isn't she? Lovely. It's lovely, isn't it?
disappear in that corner.
What a tail.
That's amazing, isn't it? She's gorgeous, isn't she?
So we've just done our test. As you can see, she's a bit excitable, and we didn't do very well in the canter. Never mind. So we've done our test. I'm really red, as you can see, because it's really warm, and I had to really ride. So Tess was really good in warm-up. I felt she was really off my leg, and I was really pleased. And then when I got in the test, I just felt like she went a bit dead on me. And the judge said to me as I left, she just needs to be more forward. So we broke in our first canter, I think twice. The second canter was better, and the whole test just didn't really feel very fluid. And I heard her say 6 a few times. I don't know what my score is yet. I'm going to go look in a minute. I think looking at the other horses that were there, we've probably come last in the class, which is a bit of disappointment, seeing as last week in the same test we did come first and beat a load of other people. So yeah, a bit disappointing, but what I really want is to have got just the 62% to be a petplan score. So I don't know whether we will have got that. I feel a bit sick about going to look, but on the plus side, the people at the venue are really nice. We met some really nice people from our Instagram, so hi to you guys. Thank you so much for coming over and introducing yourselves. It's lovely to meet you. Tess always likes meeting people. She thinks it's brilliant. And I loaded her on my own both times, so she was a bit sticky to load, but I just took my time and I got her in all by myself at the venue, despite her going backwards a few times. So I'm going to go get my sheet and see what my score is. Okay. So I've just dropped the lorry off and I thought I'd just stop for a breather and do a little update. So we came 4th out of 5th in our section and 8th out of 9th in the class overall. We had a very expensive first canter movement, so we got a 3.5 and also a 4, but I knew the canter was bad, so that was to be expected. We got a lot of 6 and 6.5 for the first half of the test, but by the second half we were getting 7, so that's okay. There was definite improvement as the test went on. For the second canter, where I really got it together and rode better, for the second canter we got 7s, which is more what I want the canter to be, and that's the first time recently that we've started to hit that with canter, so I was really pleased. The whole point of today was to try and get our 3rd petplan qualification score, which we did. We got 62.88%, so I'm really thrilled about that. It now means I need to work out what on earth I'm going to do about which festival to go to, which venue to pick. But that is the whole next challenge, and I had a fantastic day with my horse, so I'm super chuffed.